Good morning. Well, good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing great. Wanted to make a quick video real fast. So much I always want to tell you guys, and I feel like I overshare. So what can I tell you today that is advice, guidance, wisdom, a couple bullet points that we can go over really fast. First and foremost, don't let brokers push you around. I had a situation with a carrier that I'm working with. He's doing great. He's bought a second truck. Each truck is generating about $18,000 a month on average. Anyway, he's doing great. He's got a great attitude. He's working hard. And his second truck accidentally broke down due to a sensor. Vehicles are having more and more sensors compared to our, my 1999 Honda Prelude that had no sensors in it, right? If you know that car, it was an awesome car, great car. Actually, no, it wasn't. It broke down all the time. But this guy basically is picking up two loads from a shipper with both of his trucks. One truck was fine and the other truck broke down. And with that, he did the right protocol right off of the back, but I also had to walk him through the protocol in terms of the procedures of how you communicate with the broker. Meaning, the truck broke down. He contacted the broker and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. The truck broke down. I'm not going to be able to make this on-time delivery. Can we reschedule?" Trucks break down, microwaves break, phones break, your bones break, everything breaks. It's part of the business. And brokers know to understand, hey, whether it's a tornado, a tree falls down and on a road, there's a train crash, a hurricane, things get delayed. It's part of this business. This is transport. There are delays. Anyway, with this broker specifically, though, this broker gave him the hardest time. If you don't deliver this on Tuesday, I'm going to put you on the do not use list. I'm going to put you on a freight guard. I'm going to ruin your business. You're never going to run again. You need to get your box truck. You need to get it loaded on a flatbed, and the flatbed needs to drive your box truck all the way to delivery. You don't do this, I'm going to ruin your business. If that's the case, I know how to get those freight guards to go away when those pricks populate and these situations happen. I know how to get those resolved. But the point is, this guy is new. He's got two trucks, great attitude, working hard, positive, optimistic, and he's crushing it. And when you run into an asshole broker like that and they're out there, how do you get around dealing with a person like that? Well, it's really easy. Documentation. And as I've told you before, and I will tell you again, you do not communicate with these brokers via text message. There's no point in having a text message conversation with these brokers. You don't do it. Why? A text message is not a viable paper trail. If something does hit the fan and you have to get an insurance claim, they have to look at email chain of communication. So I tell my carrier, I say, hey, listen, what you need to do is you need to take a picture of the light going off on the dashboard. You need to take a picture of the truck. You need to take a picture of, a screenshot of where the truck's located on Google Maps. You need to write an email saying, hey, broker, I'm sorry, the truck is broke down. Here is your freight. Here's the bill of lading. Here's the rate con. Here's the current address of the truck. Here's the part that needs to be reordered. Here's a picture of us, of the receipt of the purchase of it. That's important. A picture of the receipt for the repair. And then send an email to the broker saying, hey, here's all this information. It's all documented. Here are all the attachments. Here are all the pictures. We're so sorry. The truck is broke down. Hey, we got two of your loads. One truck is going to make on-time delivery. The other one's not. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. But when we make it to the delivery or when we get the repair completed, we'll let you know when we are on our way in transit once again, and we'll keep you updated as we go, and we sincerely apologize. And then the broker came back punching and punching and punching and punching, saying, I'm going to put you out of business. You got to put that on a flatbed. You need to get it to that delivery. It's like, no. We're not going to do that. We're going to get the truck repaired, and then we will make our way to delivery. He's not transporting gold bars. He's not transporting medical supplies. It's a broker being a schmuck, trying to just beat up the carrier and be an asshole. And the only way to combat that is to be calm, cool, professional, because you are in control. The freight is on your truck. Doesn't do you any good to get pissy with the broker. Every single time that they email you back with those barking emails of intimidation and threats, say, hey, I'm so sorry. I will keep you updated throughout the process of the repair. I'll keep you updated once we get rolling again. This is the current status. The truck is in the shop. It's getting worked on right now. Again, here's a copy of the receipt. Here's the location of the shop. If you'd like to call the shop, here's the phone number to double confirm. The number on the side of my truck, the DOT number, the MC number, is in your shop. You're more than welcome to give them a call. If you need anything else, please reach back out. It's really a game of you keeping it calm, cool, and professional, and the broker is just going to be rantic because he doesn't want to lose his customer. He wants to have this customer next month. And technically, yeah, he's a broker. This is part of the risk. He's farming out these loads to all kinds of trucks that are on the market. And if a truck breaks down, well, it doesn't look good on his progress report. It's called a scorecard report with that customer at the end of the month because he gets reviewed every month or every quarter or annually. Probably every month, to be completely honest. The market has changed very much since when I got in this in 2016 to 2025 right now. But anyway, that's how you handle those kind of situations. Another piece of advice that I'd like to share with you is, borrowing people's MC numbers. There is great value in doing that, and then there's great risk in doing that. Unfortunately, there's a guy, he borrowed somebody's MC number, and the guy just took his money and is not paying him. And, there's plenty of people taking a low road. Just remember, you're you, and we're all going to be weighed and measured one day. And I would like to have him have less things to go over with me than more. And, rotten fruit falls all by itself. This guy, if you bump into somebody, you borrow somebody else's MC number, you have to use their factoring company to process it because it's on their MC number, and that MC is set up with some other factoring company. But anyway, and somebody doesn't pay you, yeah, it's a risk you run. I almost feel like, in terms of a bullet point of advice to tell you, if you borrow somebody's MC number, you need to have an agreement with whoever you borrow that MC number with that, hey, I'm going to do a load for $1,000. I'm borrowing your MC number. Well, you're going to pay me 50% when I pick it up at the shipper, and you're going to pay me 50% when we get to the receiver. Just so that person that you're borrowing their MC number from, when you get to the receiver, they don't just take that, because they need your POD. They need your POD in order to send that to the factor to get confirmation to get paid the full payment. It's a needed document to show proof that the load has been delivered. But you can get a 40% to 50% to 60% advance on the load. So that probably would be a good strategy that I would recommend. If I were you, I would do that. Tell whoever you're borrowing the MC number from, hey, who's your factoring company? I guess it really doesn't matter if you ask him that. Hopefully it's my factoring company. But the point is, hey, I need a 40% advance or 50% advance. If I'm borrowing your MC number, you need to pay me 50% at the shipper and 50% at the receiver. That way, when you send that guy the POD, once you get to the delivery, he gets the money and then he just takes off and doesn't pay you anything. So it's kind of like you're using leverage over him and he's using leverage over you, working collectively together as a team, as you should be. But yeah, some people, rotten fruit, it falls all by itself. Take the high road, people. Take the high road. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.